environments and scenarios. But
Yeah, we looked after Heather's niece and nephew a few weekends ago, and they were equally helpful with the barbecue, for example.
Well, he was here 2 days, was my brother, sorting it all out. And on the first day, me and Emma both finished work quite early and entertained the children. And don't get me wrong, I love my nephew, all my nephews and nieces and such like. But I'm not sure after a day at work I'm not ready to be a parent, let's put it that way, and Emma most definitely isn't. I've not known Emma to work late recently at all, but on Thursday she didn't get home until a good 6:30. But my new Worcester boiler is fantastic, so that's very exciting.
Yeah, we had a similar experience when we were looking after Ruben and Elsie, that I was very much seemed to be the target of affection, so it was me who had to choose the film. But the good thing is, when you've got small children, you can introduce to classic films. So playing them the Muppets was good fun to get them involved. And
that's a fair shout. Last night they had to come round again to finish something off. It turned out it was just my brother talking to the gas man for half an hour. But Emma entertained my niece by watching Shrek. So.
Yeah, so that was good fun. But yeah, Heather kept selectively disappearing into another room. I was like, oh, okay. I also got to play the Frozen game, which was great fun. And there was one day I was trying to work from home while we were there, and the quote of the day was, Tim can't do work while surrounded in princess dresses. And look how wrong
which interestingly, when we get onto our sponsors, is the exact opposite motto of one of our sponsors. But yeah, we also did some work in the garden. Now, my back garden it's humble brag, it's quite big, but the grass, the lawn area isn't like a neat garden. It's very up and down, and so I started.
My parents' garden's a bit like that. It turns round to one side on a slope.
Well, tell me if this is your experience of mowing your parents' lawn then. So I'd start at one end of the garden on a fresh new bit of strip of grass.
Yeah.
And as I sort of pushed the mower, it'd fall into a sort of hollow, take off on a slightly different direction that I'd not realised, and I'd end up where I'd just ended up 4 or 5 times already because every time I went to a certain point, I guess just the way that the lawn is shaped and the way that the contours roll, I kept getting pushed off to one side, which was very good. We saw a toad in the garden.
Ooh.
That was interesting. I'd not seen. It was quite big as well. So wildlife abounds in our garden. And what else? Recommendation. My recommendation is a beer. If anyone can get a hold of any cans of Bliss Point by Thornbridge Brewery, it's a hazy pale ale. It's absolutely spectacularly drinkable. It was a wonderful treat that came in my Beer 52 box this month. So I would recommend that if you can get your hands on it. I'm going to have to order some of it because it was just too nice. Yeah, that's my recommends.
Great.
I think
that's it then.
I'm trying to think where we're up to with the office room that will be the podcast room that will make the sound nicer. I'm hoping, because it's got a lovely plush carpet that's going to get put in, but we can't put that in until my brother has put the radiator back on. So we are still a while off that because he's told me now he's very busy. If he'd have put the radiator on instead of talking to the gas man yesterday when he came round, that could have been an option, but apparently going outside with the man from the gas company and talking about what thickness of piping supplies the gas mains to my street is far more useful, good a use of time than putting my radiator back on. But I must say, I do appreciate all the work my brother did for me. He's done a fantastic job, along with the apprentices he brought in to do some of the heavy work for him as well. So, yeah.
Yeah, it's one of the negotiating points for where we're looking is it's second bedroom that's podcastable.
Oh, I thought you were going to say is the standards of the gas mains.
No. It's no.
Okay.
Not something I've ever given any thought to.
Next week, obviously, it's the Challenge Cup final, so we'll be talking about the Challenge Cup final. Now, it's Challenge Cup week, so it means Alan's on the show because he is in the Challenge Cup this week. I'll be with Alan. Hopefully, a fan from the winning Challenge Cup side will join us as well. So if you support either side and want to be involved in the show next week, DM us on Twitter or Facebook. Or if you're not a social media person, email us superleaguepod@gmail.com and we can try and fit you into the show. You would need to be free for a Skype call, ideally next Monday evening, so that we can all chat together, but we can try and work around that a little bit. But yeah, you'd need to be free for a Skype call at some point over the second half of next weekend, which of course is the bank holiday weekend. Now, people, if you're listening to this show and you want to get involved with the show a bit more, find us at Super League Pod on Twitter and Instagram, or facebook.com/Super League Pod. Hopefully Alan will be active on the Instagram next week at Wembley. superleaguepod@gmail.com is where you can email us. superleaguepod.com is where you can find all the information about our episodes and our sponsors. You can search for the show on Spreaker, Apple Podcasts, Leaguecast Android app, Podcast Addict, Stitcher, rugbyleaguemedia.com, YouTube and Google Podcasts. I want to give a shout out to all of our partner sponsors, including this episode's title sponsor, Rob's Toy Shop. If you enter SLP discount on checkout at Rob's Toy Shop on eBay, get 5% cash back on orders over £5, plus give 1% cash back to SLP. Little Warden, vital alerts for hidden issues is what the princesses at Little Warden would want you to know. Head to littlewarden.com if you've got a website and see what they can do to help you make that website run better. Mascot Browns for all your international rugby league gear. Use our links shown on the episode blog post and we get 8% of your order value to help with our running costs. Or if you're at an event where they are selling, mention us, ask Steve nicely, and he might throw 8% of your order to us anyway. Sarah's Bookcase. Sarah sells Usborne books with access to over 3,000 titles from baby to teenager. There's something for everyone. Find out more on her Facebook page. Just search for Sarah's Bookcase on Facebook and you'll be able to see what you can get from that. Okay, you can make a donation to support SLP if you like that. SLP, you can do that at paypal.me/superleaguepod. All donations are hugely appreciated. Some of the donations that we've got in this week have been used to make a charity donation that will see the Super League Pod logo on a old banger, a car. That's an old banger.
Not a sausage.
No. That is doing a sort of crazy race to France for no apparent reason other than to try and raise money for charity by getting sponsorship for that car. So we've done that this week. The charity money goes to Martin House charity, which we talk about quite a lot on this show. And if anyone still wants to get involved in the Great Hodge Run on the 1st of September in Leeds, then do get in touch with us and we'll give you all the details for that. And that's another way you can help that fantastic charity. Yeah, that's it. Enjoy Cup final week, everyone. Thanks.
And next year, I'll be able to do it. Finally.
Host the Cup final next year.
After however many years, I will, unless they decide to, move it to Odsal.
We're having an SLP live in your flat after the game, I hope you know.
Yeah, we could do. We can make what you could do is Emma could come down for the weekend and enjoy London while we enjoy the cup final.
You're selling it to me, Tim. You're selling it to me. Yeah, I'm hoping that my cup final gap is going to be a 1 year thing, to be honest with you. And but everyone enjoy the day out in Wembley. Drink responsibly. Enjoy the sport of rugby league. Make sure you treat all your fellow fans and everyone on the pitch, match officials included, with dignity and respect, and enjoy the entertainment on display. But overall, celebrate what is a fantastic occasion for our great sport. And enjoy yourselves, and thank you for listening to your favourite rugby league podcast, the Super League Pod.
Goodbye now.